On average, over 57,000 individuals depend on the St. Louis area food bank each week throughout the year. That number increases during the holidays. The success of the food bank's distribution around the St. Louis metro area relies heavily on its volunteers. I had the chance to visit the food bank and learn from employees and volunteers themselves how important the nonprofit organization is to the community. The St. Louis Area Food Bank is giving back to the community, an important factor to the holidays, food. The food bank's product and donations coordinator, Casey Milton, explains how food drives are springing up around town.
Food drives grow tremendously around the holidays just because a lot of people are thinking about giving, and it's a good way to give back to the community.
In order for the food bank to reach the thousands that they do, they call on volunteers like Michael Klein, who tells us how important it is to him to give just a little bit of his time to those less fortunate.
Volunteering is a gift that people give to others. And so we see it as our little contribution of helping at the food bank here for packing these boxes, and somehow these boxes end up on the table of people who are hungry. And so the need for volunteers is overwhelming today because agencies like the St. Louis Area Food Bank is overwhelmed because there's so many hungry people out there today.
The economy is even affecting organizations like the St. Louis Area Food Bank with planned budget cuts to the federal budget for hunger relief programs. The food bank's communications manager, Ryan Farmer, wishes budget cuts could be found in other places.
And while we feel like it's very important to balance the budget, we don't feel like cutting food and nutrition programs from people that are already in need is the place to make those cuts.
Organizations like the St. Louis ARC, which services individuals with developmental and intellectual disabilities, uses volunteering as a type of rehabilitation. Avid food bank volunteer Nancy Klein, who also benefits from the St. Louis ARC, loves volunteering most during the holidays.
At the holiday time, we're all really busy, and it's really important that we don't forget those that don't have as much as we do. And so that's why the holidays are just so important.
If you're in the mood to give back to the community this holiday season, you can get involved with the St. Louis Area Food Bank by volunteering at the food bank itself or organizing your very own food drive. Just contact the food bank's food and donations coordinator, Casey Milton, at 314-292-5761. Back to you, Aaron and Steve.